Hello, my name is Jeannette, and I'm going to talk about the other organizational behavior concept, which is job satisfaction. So let's take a look at the definition of job satisfaction. It says on the first definition here, psychological, physiological, environmental circumstances, which means that it defines the whole totality of a person, not just the emotions, but including the physical and mental capacity of the person to be satisfied in the job, which was the definition made in 1935. Whereas the next definition was formulated in 2006, which carries over at present. It's a set of favorable and unfavorable feelings and emotions. So let's talk about the impacts of working at home on job satisfaction. So some positives here: increased productivity due to you get all the time at home. You control your time. Savings for the company and employee. You get to save on gas, clothing, and everything that you can save from travels. Same with the company. Negative impact, however, for working at home is less peer interaction, disconnection from company culture, and training new hires, which is going to be one of the struggles that the management will be facing, is like creating effective communication tools for everyone in order to work effectively. So to continue on, we discussed about a few points here on.
Hey everyone, my name is Justin, and I'm here to talk about two concepts under Chapter 4, which is emotions. First one is affective events by Weiss and Cropanzano. So, another related concept to this is a research from Judge back in 2006. So, he argues that heightened work to family conflict experience at home is associated with decreased marital satisfaction, and this relationship is mediated by guilt and hostility. So, work to family conflict is where work is interfering with family life. So, he argues that when at home, individuals' emotions are more likely to be affected by the perception that work interferes with family time than the other way around. So this is especially true for those who are working from home and are having a hard time distinguishing work time and time to be spent with the family. Effects are more significant for individuals that show high levels of trait guilt and trait hostility. And a diagram here shows this is from a research in Guangdong, China by Lu in 2017. So it shows a direct relationship between work family conflict, work stress, and turnover intention. Second concept we're going to talk about is emotion regulation. So, according to Fancourt in 2020, she said women make more use of creative activities to regulate their emotions than do men and those of lower socioeconomic status. So, what this means is that training in artistic activities, regularly engaging in them, and enjoying while engaging in these activities are all associated with a greater ability to regulate one's emotions. Another research that supports this is from Cash Dunn back in 2004, whereby suggesting that it is not just the engagement with creative activities that support the regulation of emotions, but also specifically taking part in novel creative pursuits that is important. So, experiencing new creative activities helps with emotion regulation. So the impacts of working at home on individuals' emotions. So positive is employees are afforded more time to enjoy the things they value and opportunity to be creative with how they complete their tasks. So they have more time since they don't have to commute to and from work, and then they are left by their managers with however they want to finish their tasks at home. Negative is there is less or no separation at all of work and home. Thus, the stresses from one source is more amplified on the other. So it's like a vicious cycle.
Job satisfaction strategies in order to um, uh, develop the positive sides of working at home and being satisfied in our jobs is to maintain work-life balance through healthy mind and body, through relaxation and exercising, which means that sometimes we need time for ourselves to be able to meditate and relax and internalize what we've been through during the day and during the week. So it also helps with when meeting peers, that helps with relaxation as well. Another strategy here is to keep a fun and open communication with peers and supervisors. So which means that if we stay in contact with our supervisors, telling them how we feel about the job, being open to them, but in a way that we are having fun, and also maybe going out with our colleagues is one of the ways to have an open communication. Another one is assess your strengths and weaknesses. Job satisfaction is going to be a struggle for this because we only work alone. But once we identify our strengths and weaknesses, we are going to build on the strengths and improve the things that we need to improve. Let's say, for example, our emotions. Probably we're having hard time. We are extroverts and we wanted to be with other people, and the opposite is introvert, wherein we just wanted to be all alone. So those ones, it can be our weakness or our strength, and we build on those. For managers, management should provide financial benefits. Even though employees are working at home, they should be able to provide the same benefits that is equal to employees who still go or commute to work. It's also very important to acknowledge creativity and recognize employees' work, even though if it's online. We supervisors should be able to see how productive the employee is at home, and if they're doing an excellent job, it's also very helpful to recognize that. Offer social support, especially during the pandemic. It's very important that employers and the management should be able to identify if their employees are suffering from mental issues, and offer counseling or other things that help them boost their motivation and get back to their normal activities. So that's it. Other things that was also raised is how do we communicate these strategies to the management and to our peers. This is through social communication, social gatherings, informal meetings, formal meetings. These are the ways on how to relate these strategies, how to make them aware that these are all that an employee needed while they work at home. Lastly,
Job satisfaction strategies. This is more on the manager's side. According to Nemteano back in 2021, there's a significant correlation between job insecurity and instability with job satisfaction, wherein if job insecurity and instability is high, then job satisfaction is low. So this inverse relationship. Three ways to alleviate this is employers may offer employees competent supervision and ideas for the completion of the tasks. Second is employers may offer their employees moral or social support through communication and even professional counseling. And the third is job instability may be diminished by converting fixed-term employee contracts into tenured ones, or by providing guarantees and a more evident career track or career growth path for their employees.
these are the references that we used. you might be able to check on this. So that's it for our presentation for today, and I hope you learned something. Thank you so much.